Looking for anime that are short, bingeable, and totally underrated? The kind of shows you can knock out in a weekend but still think about for weeks after? Well, I've got 5 hidden gems you need to check out. Stick around, and if you love discovering anime that deserve more love, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more recommendations from Otaku Quickshot.
Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. What if Attack on Titan, but with trains, steampunk vibes, and a whole new monster to fear? That's Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. Produced by Wit Studio, the same powerhouse behind early Attack on Titan, it shares the same director, character designer, and that gritty, high-intensity style fans love. This one-season series runs for 12 episodes plus a short follow-up film, making it a perfect binge. The story follows Ikoma, a young engineer who's caught in a world overrun by the Kabaneri, undead creatures with near impenetrable hearts. When disaster strikes, Ikoma takes a huge risk that changes him forever, leaving him caught between human and monster. The anime blends survival horror with non-stop action, steampunk trains racing across deadly wastelands, and some of the slickest fight choreography you'll see. Add in a killer soundtrack by Hiroyuki Sawano, the same composer behind Attack on Titan, and Kabaneri becomes an adrenaline rush that's as beautiful as it is brutal. Imagine being blamed for a crime you didn't commit, and your punishment is being thrown into a prison that doubles as a twisted amusement park. That's Deadman Wonderland, a series that fans have been begging for a second season ever since the first one aired. This anime has just one season with 12 episodes plus an OVA, so it's a quick binge. The story follows Ganta Igarashi, a seemingly ordinary middle schooler who's framed for a horrific massacre. He's sent to Deadman Wonderland, a brutal prison where inmates are forced to participate in deadly games for the entertainment of the public. But there's more to this prison than meets the eye. Ganta discovers he has a mysterious new power that ties him to a much darker secret. With its violent yet stylish action, unsettling atmosphere, and constant tension, Deadman Wonderland keeps you hooked from start to finish. The unique premise and unforgettable characters left fans desperate for more, and it's still one of those cult classics that people talk about when mentioning anime that deserved another season.
Baka and Test. Summon the beasts. What if your school grades didn't just affect your future, but also determined how strong your battle avatar was in actual fights? That's the ridiculous, over-the-top premise of Baka and Test, a short, hilarious series that's pure chaotic fun. The anime has 2 seasons totaling 26 episodes, plus a couple of OVAs, making it a perfect binge. The story follows Akihisa Yoshi, officially the ultimate idiot, and his friends in the lowest-ranked Class F. Their classroom is falling apart. They're stuck with saltwater soup for dinner and sugar water for dessert, and yet they still challenge the top classes to outrageous summon battles, where tiny avatars clash in epic comedic fights. Baka and Test is bright, colorful, and completely self-aware of how absurd it is, which makes the comedy land even harder. It's not just dumb fun either. The show has a surprising amount of heart, friendship, and charm mixed in with its parody humor. If you love lighthearted anime that don't take themselves too seriously, but still deliver iconic moments, this is one underrated gem worth the binge. Imagine waking up to find the world overrun by vampires after a mysterious virus wipes out most of humanity. That's the brutal setup of Seraph of the End, an anime that mixes high-stakes action, emotional drama, and a world dripping with tension. This one has 2 seasons, totaling 24 episodes, and it's animated by Wit Studio, the same powerhouse that handled Attack on Titan's first 3 seasons. The quality shows sharp fight choreography, atmospheric settings, and an intense soundtrack that makes every battle feel like life or death. The story centers on Yuichiro Hyakuya, a boy who survives tragedy only to swear vengeance on vampires. Alongside his squad in the Moon Demon Company, Yuichiro fights back against overwhelming odds while uncovering dark secrets about the world and himself. Seraph of the End is all about emotional bonds, stylish action, and that mix of despair and hope that keeps you glued to every episode. If you love action anime, but want a vampire twist, this one's a must-watch binge. What if the characters from your favorite anime, manga, and video games suddenly came to life? Right here in our world. That's the wild premise of Recreators, and it runs with it in the most stylish way possible.
The series has one season with 22 episodes, animated by Troika, the same studio behind I'll Know a Zero. And it doesn't just look great, it feels like a celebration of anime itself, with incredible fight scenes, deep themes about creators and their creations, and one of the most memorable anime soundtracks in years by Hiroyuki Sawano, Attack on Titan, Kill la Kill. The story follows a teenager named Sauta who suddenly finds himself caught between powerful fictional characters who've crossed into reality. From fearless warriors to magical girls to mecha pilots, these characters start clashing over who controls their destinies and humanities. What makes Recreator special is how it flips the idea of storytelling on its head. It's packed with action, but also asks deep questions about the relationship between fans, creators, and the worlds we love. And the finale? Absolutely worth the ride.
And that wraps up our list of short but unforgettable anime you need to binge. Each of these series might not have hundreds of episodes, but trust me, the hype, emotion, and adventure they pack in will stick with you long after the credits roll. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more anime recommendations every single week. And if you're still hungry for more, don't stop here. Click the video on screen next where I cover even more underrated anime you've probably missed. You won't want to skip it.